Dicen que las abuelas cuidaban de la tierra, sabían de medicina y leían.
Hello, my sisters. I'm Grandmother Luzclara from Chile, and I have the honor to be here today with the beautiful sister Brooke Medicine Eagle, who's coming to the event, The Voice of the Grandmothers of the Americas, in Tepoztlan, Mexico, in November of this year. So, welcome, my sister. It's such an honor to have you here with us today.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here. I'm just really thrilled and very excited about what's coming up. I remember when we wanted to do something long before all the craziness of the last few years when everything got shut down. And we brought it back up again. And I'm so thrilled that you and your group have been willing to do all the hard work that I know goes into this. So thank you very much for what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Well, I would love to start with just a little blip of a song, if I may.
Please, that will be beautiful. Yes.
Uh, Oh, great mother, hear us calling. We, your daughters, seek healing. We, your daughters, seek healing power. Power, your love is our power. Power, power, your love is our power. We, your daughters, seek healing. We seek healing for this beautiful world and all our relations. And I'm so
You.
excited that we have the opportunity to come together with the grandmothers.
Yes. Thank you so much, Great Spirit, for bringing us together today. Yes. Tell us a little bit about yourself, please, my sister.
Oh, all right. I was born and raised on the Crow Reservation in northern Montana on my dad's original Indian allotment, and I have both Native and European blood. And I really we lived so far out. We didn't have cars or anything, so we lived so far out that we just had horses. We were ranchers, and we worked with our horses. We farmed with them, we ranched with them, and we traveled with them. So I didn't get to go much anyplace when I was young, except that I was really on the land. And I feel like where my first teaching came from was from the spirit of the land and the spirit of the wind and the being. And I consider myself really indigenous, which I think of as a person of the land, really deeply of the land. So that I think that's what the echo of that when I went into San Francisco in the early days was what people felt and saw from me and wanted to learn. And so I've tried to carry that. And of course, one of the most difficult things I've done is, being in a hotel room in New York City, trying to represent the earth and the sky and the wind.
I
But
understand that. Yes, yes,
and
yes.
I've been called to, I feel like I fell in love with the earth, even more than people. I fell in love with this beautiful earth and all our relations. I had wonderful relationships with all the animals and all of that. And so, I feel like that was my calling from the beginning is to take care of the earth that I loved so much. And I've really been doing that as well as I could for, I think it's been 55 years I've been on the road.
Hmm. Wow,
And
wow.
and I'm continuing that, and very excited to be coming across the big pond from where I am now in Europe and getting a chance to be there in North America. I feel like North America and South America, the Americas, are so special as a place to speak from because what we're recognizing now is that the Native American people carried a sense of freedom and autonomy. Our chiefs didn't boss us around, they became servants to us, and everyone took responsibility and was autonomous and chose for themselves. And that kind of freedom, as I understand it, when the Europeans came over in the late 1700s, they went back and started writing and talking about that. And that's what started the French Renaissance.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that because those ideas were not available in Europe. It was all kingdoms and serfdoms. And so I feel like there's this rich basic energy that is held here in the Americas that is very, very special. And I'm very excited about coming back down into Mexico to beautiful Tepoztlan. I haven't been there for so long.
Oh, yes, such a beautiful, magical place. Really, really
Yeah.
magical place. Yes, yes. Tell us, my sister, what do you feel you're bringing, offering? Because, many of the women, when they hear your name, says white buffalo woman, right away. So tell us a little bit so we can share with the sisters the medicine you're bringing to the event.
Yeah, you know what I'd love to do first? Remind me, but I've really been thinking about this today, so I wanted to share it.
Sure.
The thing I wanted to speak about is the grandmothers. And
Mm,
it's easy for us to get old.
yes.
We do that naturally. But in the modern world, I don't necessarily feel like just getting old makes us wise.
Mm,
But among the traditional peoples, our women had practices of going into our moon lodges for 4 days every month
yes.
and deepening our spirit, literally vision questing 13 times a year. And so that deepening, when you went through that and became an elder, boy, you were amazing. I mean, the depth and the power that was there. And, in those days, in many tribes, the grandmothers were the Senate. They were one of the highest governing bodies who brought forward, things to take care of the people and to move their lives forward. And when you move into the wisdom lodge as an elder, the commitment in our way is that you change your commitment from just paying attention to the children around your skirts, we say, the people in your own community. You turn your attention then to the whole circle of life. And I feel like those are the kind of women that are going to be coming together, women who've really done their spiritual work, and the ones who will be presenting, and also many of the people that are coming to be with us and offer their wonderful energy are that same kind of woman. And so for me, it just means it's very, very, very special. And I feel like councils of grandmothers have helped guide the human family for so long, and that we're just not paying enough attention to that wise spiritual woman these days.
It's true. It's true.
And I have to say for myself that I have seen 82 summers now.
Yes.
And in a funny way, I don't consider myself terribly wise. I've had a lot of experience, and I have a lot of love and attention for this earth, and I care so much about things, and I have done my best to learn and grow and grow my own spirit and become a clear and loving person. But I always say to people, I'm not really a very good grandmother. I'm more like a naughty aunt. I, for some reason, I never wanted to have children. And so I'm not a mother or, in a sense, a grandmother at that level. And so I kind of represent those women who maybe didn't do that and who were the wonderful aunties out there. And the other thing is that when in among our people up north, when you don't have children, you are the mother to all the children.
Yes, of course.
So I think that's kind of where I come from, is that a feeling of, and in a way, because I'm a mixed blood and all that, I feel like I have this rainbow energy, really a love for the larger whole. And I've gotten in my life, because I work all around the world, I have gotten to touch in to cultures around the world and learn from around the world. And again, just learn to love it more and more, because everywhere the earth is so magnificent. And, it's such a challenge now that we have caused so much disturbance and destruction, and we're heading into a time when there's going to be a lot more of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel that's what I bring, is that incredible love for the earth. And
Beautiful.
I've always been a singer. I love to sing and share that. And I think one of the things we'll be doing as when we women gather together is singing and dancing, which
Yeah.
really is so
Mhm.
much wonderful fun.
Yes.
And I do bring, I've really listened very deeply to White Buffalo Woman as I could understand her from my visions and dreams. And, she's the medicine we need now. Her medicine is all about holiness. And holiness is not some bearded guy in the sky you talk to one day a week. Holiness is about the whole thing. It means the oneness and honoring and respecting that and loving and caring for that. And so that holiness really speaks to me very deeply. And, I feel like her energy is coming back more and more and more, saying, wake up, humanity, wake up, humanity. And one of the fun things that's happening is that quantum physics is waking up. And I love to tease the physicist and say, oh, you finally figured it out. White Buffalo Woman has been teaching this for 20 generations. And it really is what she taught, that we are one being, that whatever we do to anyone else or anything else in the circle of life, we do to ourselves, and that we're in constant communication and constant connection. And so, that sense of things, of connecting in love and respect, I think is really the deep message in whatever way we can do that. And another thing that I think about, I'm going to mention this. I was
Please,
going to
please,
talk to
yes.
you about it ahead of time, but one of the things is I feel like those of you who want to support us and send some love that maybe can't even come can donate and support, because your love, when you do that and put your love and intention with it, you're dancing with us. It touches my heart to say that, because you'll be dancing with us. And so all of it, any way we can put energy together for this wonderful gathering, I think is really, really important, and will be a blessing for the earth, which is our intention, and certainly I think a blessing for each one of us that participates.
Yes, yes. I feel we're going to get so much out of it. We're going to make so many connections. We're going to feel so held, and to see each other and to touch each other, because this is great, but we really need the touching and the looking and the feeling. It's just so needed in this moment. When I got the vision of organizing this event, well, things were happening, but not as bad as they're happening now, in especially in the USA. So I feel it's a perfect time, and it's really needed that we come together now. I mean, the time is now, and to listen to the grandmothers and to listen to the ancestral wisdom, that you all bring. That's so important. So important, yes.
Well, the wise, there are people older than me and certainly wiser. And when I listen to them, one of the things they're sharing with me is that, we are in the sixth great extinction, where we humans have literally created an extinction that has already taken and destroyed over 50% of the children of Earth, all the family of life. And so these wise ones are saying, we only have less than a generation, which is 20 years, to bring ourselves into harmony, because if we don't do that, we as a human family will join the others in extinction.
Yes. Yes.
So I know the Mother Earth will continue on, and life will continue on. And the real question is, are we as a human family going to be able to continue on with this wonderful earth? And, that makes me think about, I mean, sometimes I think it's so easy to feel like things are just, my mother used to say, going to hell in a handbasket. That things are really becoming challenging. But the thing is, there's so much good energy happening, and our challenge is to keep moving toward that beauty and that golden time and that love and cooperation. Because what I think and what I see is that the earth is like a cell, and now she's going to divide. And everything from the Hopi prophecies to everything else we hear is that the destruction, the warring, the fighting, that earth will literally destroy itself and go down. And the earth that is about love and cooperation and connection and life and vital life and all that will literally rise up. And so really finding ways for us to um, keep ourselves in that place of love and connection and being together. And I think you're so right. I mean, I do these things online. I can't say that I'm always thrilled with it. I don't, I just miss so much hearing the beat of people dancing and
Yes.
being together and laughing and touching and all of that thing. And I just think that's so vital right now. The negative powers that be have spent a lot of time in the last few years trying to separate us, and they've done quite a good job. They know how to do things very well, and they have told us that we were dangerous to each other, that we should cover ourselves up and not see each other and divide, 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 and of course divide and conquer. That's exactly what's been happening. And so to counteract that, I think coming together and hugging and loving and connecting, all of that is just a part of the magic. Because you know this, and a lot of you that are listening do. When we do something, we create a vibration,
Exactly.
and that vibration goes out and out and out and out and out. And I just think that we make a more beautiful one, a more real one, a more truthful one, a more powerful one when we come together as physical bodies rather
Exactly.
than just heads.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, I miss it so much too. And and the women in the States, I feel now, they're very afraid, like not many are registering now. It's like I feel that people are afraid. So, you know, let's tell them that don't be afraid. I mean, it's the moment is now, right? If we don't do it now, when then? It's part of our offering now is to go and get together and pray together and dance together and sing together and feel each other and elevate our vibrations is now.
Yes, it really is. And I love to tell a story that one of my high teachers said to us one time that um, he told us kind of a funny metaphor. He said, the greatest high and most amazing souls are arm wrestling to get onto earth right now.
Hmm.
We said, what, And he said, well, there are only a certain number of Earth bodies. And because the Earth right now is beginning to go through this incredible change, and there's a kind of vortex spin that goes,
Hmm.
and jumps into the next level. He said that spin means that there's enormous power and energy and movement going on. And he said, anyone who steps into that power, who's willing to step forward in this lifetime, will clean up centuries of karma, lifetimes of karma.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
also, that the earth needs good midwives right
Yes.
now because it's such an incredible time. And what I want to say to you all is that guess who that makes you?
Yes.
Guess who you are? You won the arm wrestling. You got to come in to this earth right now. You chose that, and you chose it for a reason. And you didn't chose it. You didn't choose it because it was going to be just this easy, sweet hangout ride. I think we know ahead what's going on, and we came here to make a difference. So I agree with you totally, Luzclara. It's really time to step up, and it might be a little out of our comfort zones, but if we hang around in our comfort zone, we're not even going to have a zone before long. So
Yeah.
um, I just think it's so, so important that we come together, and what a wonderful opportunity and place to come together.
Yes. In the magical Tepoztlan. Yes.
Yes.
It says. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much, my sister. So wonderful to have you here and the women to get to see you and, very soon to touch you too and, sing together and dance together. We have beautiful, beautiful women singers from many countries are coming. And so it's going to be a huge celebration, a huge prayer and a huge celebration for Earth and all her beings. Yes.
Well, that's really wonderful. So I really do urge you to register. It's so helpful when you register ahead of time. I don't know if any of you have ever put on an event, but it's really difficult if people don't let us know ahead of time so that we can really plan and be sure that we can do things and be sure that we have the sources to fly these wonderful grandmothers. I know I'm getting help and I really appreciate that, to come and do this. And so really registering, and also if you can make an offering of any kind. I know Luzclara will be sending that out with all that she sends out, and we'll feel it. We'll definitely feel it, and you'll be dancing with us at every level.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Brooke, and really looking forward to hug you very soon.
All right.
You
Thank you
have
so
a
much.
wonderful time in Europe and safe trips,
All right.
home. Yes. Thank you, my dear. Ciao.